What's going on, folks? My name is LBThaRealist with Surrealistic Studios, Surreal News, where the real is surreal. So, I wanted to go ahead and let you guys know what exactly went down at the Medicare for All March. This is going to be a quick recap, so do me a favor, hit that like button, comment, and subscribe and share this video. Love, peace, and light, folks. So, what I first witnessed when I got there was a small, intimate crowd. Most likely, I don't know, maybe about 40 or 50 people. They had certain booths set up. It was in, I think it was Balboa Park in San Diego, California, and this nice place in Balboa Park. They had parking. I was grateful for that because when I heard it was downtown, I was like, oh great, now I gotta find parking somewhere. And then, but no, they actually had a parking lot, so that was cool. I pulled up and I got out. Like I said, I walked up and I saw people with their booths set up. One of the booths that was set up was actually the people from March for Medicare, or the Medicare for All March, and this is where I got the shirt from. It was $14, so I got a shirt. I talked to one of the guys there. His name was Jacob. Shout out Jacob. He was there selling shirts and selling merchandise, talking to people about what was going on and about Medicare for All. And we actually had a very good conversation at the end of the march, and we exchanged information, and we decided that we were gonna do some kind of I don't know, maybe like a Zoom call and talk about some of the issues. He's actually a part of the Democrat Party still, and he believes in working within the Democrat Party to enact real change. And you guys already know how I feel. I think that it's time to work. We need all allies on all sides, but I think that for me personally, I think that I should try to work outside of the Democrat Party, because trying to change the Democrat Party is like trying to move a mountain. It's literally impossible. They would say the same about a movement for a People's Party, but hey, that's where the conversation is going to come in. So hopefully I'll have that conversation with Jacob soon. We're going to work our schedules out, and hopefully I'll have that to you guys soon. So, like I said, there were certain booths set up. He had one of them, Movement for a People's Party. There was also the Green Party. They had their booth set up. The San Diego Socialist Alternative. They had their booth set up. I didn't see anybody from Movement for a People's Party there. Maybe they were there, and I just missed them. I was supposed to hook up with somebody. I actually called them a couple times, left a voicemail message, and I didn't get a response back. So I wasn't able to hook up with anybody for Movement for a People's Party, or with Movement for a People's Party. But I was there. Like I said, it was about 40, 50 people at first. As the march continued and we actually got going and everything, there was probably like 80 to 100 people there, something like that. It's a small crowd, but it looked good though. It looked good that we're out there showing our support and engaging with each other and letting it be known to the whole world. There are cars out there honking for us in solidarity. There are people filming us with their phones. There was a lot of support out there in San Diego. A lot more people were in support than not. So that was really good to see. That felt really good. So like I said, I got there, I saw everybody's booth, I talked to Jacob. I purchased a shirt. I left some of my wristbands there. I didn't have the guts to actually go around and pass out wristbands. I felt like people might think it was weird, and I wanted to keep socially distant and everything like that. I don't know, maybe that's just me. I could be like that sometimes. So but I did leave a pack of wristbands out there, Love, Peace, and Light wristbands, for anybody that was interested. I gave Jacob one. I know I gave another girl that worked there close to Jacob. She took one. I don't know. It was cool. It was cool. And like I said, I got there probably a little late. Well, yeah, definitely late. I was like 10, 15 minutes late. It's supposed to start at 10. I got there 10, 15 minutes late. Everyone was still there at the park. They hadn't started the march yet. So after about 5 or 10 minutes, or maybe 5 to 15 minutes of speakers, I think they had at least one speaker that I know of that I caught on film. And also they had the leaders of the movement, or the leaders of the march, basically telling the crowd, okay, this is what we're going to chant. You know, when I say this, you say this. I wish I could remember them, but see, we had there was an issue with the chants. I will admit that there was an issue with the chants. A lot of people were getting confused on what the chants were, what we were supposed to say at what time. It was a little confusing at times, I'm not gonna lie. But you guys have heard them. I know I posted some videos of them. They say like healthcare is a human right, not just for the rich and white. That was one of them. I can't remember the other ones right now. I'm on the spot. But you guys can check out the videos. I did take videos of the march. I wasn't able to go live. I really wanted to go live, but for whatever reason, the live button was blocked out on YouTube. So I tried to go out of the app and go back in. You know, nothing seemed to be working at the time, and I was running out of storage on my phone, of course. So I ended up having to delete. I accidentally deleted a bunch of pictures and videos on my phone, and I'm really mad about it because I had some really intimate, like really personal stuff on there. One of the last videos of my grandmother that I had was on there, and I think it's just lost now. I'm not sure if it's backed up. I have to double check on that. That sucks. My wedding photos, my honeymoon photos, just gone. On the plus side, I have more storage on my phone for more videos. So, you know, that's life. You know, you take the good, you take the bad, you mix them both, and then you have the facts of life or something like that. But anyway, so I wasn't able to go live. I did take some short segments, so you guys can check those out. I did interview Marco Armaral. Marco Armaral, he's running for state superintendent of public instruction in 2022. He gave his information, passed it out to us. That was one of the flyers he was passing out. And he had a lot of great things to say. So if you guys want to go ahead and check him out, that's the information. You can pause the video there if you want to see that. And you can pause the video there if you want to see that. There you go. We marched, and like I said, we had a little bit of a hiccup with the chants or whatever, but for the most part, you know, most people were energetic. It could have been a lot more energetic, to be honest, just to keep it 100. It could have been a lot more energetic. There could have been a lot more people there. But hey, this was, you know, a 6-month project, you know, like shout out to Savage Joy. Shout out to Sharif, I believe his name. And shout out to all the other organizers and the leaders of the marches all across this country. 55 cities, I believe it was, 55 cities. And, you know, hats off to you, literally, hats off to you. Hats off to you. I really appreciate you. I loved being a part of it. I'm glad that I was a part of it. I got to get some really cool videos. I got a really good interview. I talked to Jacob, and I got to see some really good energy behind Medicare for all. So that's really good. I actually talked to, like I said, SD Socialist Alternative. They handed me their information here. And it was interesting. I had a short conversation with one of the promoters of it there. And he was telling me that, you know, they call themselves socialists, but they're really pushing for communism. And so they're really communists. And it was funny because, you know, like I wouldn't take it a step that far for me, but it's something that's more widely accepted now. A lot more people are coming out as socialists and communists, and I see it being used a lot more widely. So that's it. That's very interesting. So that they had a lot of representation there. Like I said, the Green Party was there representing. The Green Party has been all around the U.S. representing for Medicare for all. So shout out to the Green Party for sure. For sure. We need the Green Party. We need, you know, all the third parties and alternative parties to rally together for each other and push to break this two-party duopoly of a system that we have now. So we marched all around Balboa Park. And like I said, a lot of people showed their support. A lot of people were honking and stuff. A lot of people had their signs out. Like I said, you can check out all my videos down below. Not in the description, but my previous videos that I posted before this one, you'll find them down below, and you can check them out yourselves and see the energy for yourselves. It was really good. It was really nice. And oh yeah, let me show you guys my shirt. Let me turn around so you can see it. Hopefully you guys can see it good. Oh, yep, so. All right. But yeah, so I had a great time. I'm hoping that this is just the beginning. I'm hoping that this is the start of something great. I did want to mention that nobody from the squad except, well, she's not really a part of the official squad, like the squad, like Rashida Tlaib, Ilhan Omar, Ayanna Pressley, and AOC, but she is one of the Justice Democrats, or I guess ex-Justice, I don't know what she is anymore. She's a Democrat. Cori Bush. So shout out to Cori Bush for actually showing up to the march. I'm not sure which one she showed up to. I forget what city, so somebody leave that in the comment section down below, what city she showed up to. But my issue was she showed up for a lot of photos, and there was actually a guy who tried to press her on some issues, and she actually deflected, didn't want to answer the question, and she kind of blew him off. And it just seemed as though she showed up for a photo op. I checked her Twitter, and she had no tweets about the Medicare for All marches at all. No tweets about it. So she didn't share this. She didn't tweet about it. She didn't promote it. She just showed up on the day and took some photos and refused to answer tough questions. So it really puts, and I got attacked for calling that out, like I'm a DNC bot, or I'm not a DNC bot. That was for another situation, but like a lot of people are being called out for this. Like we're attacking them. Anna Kasparian tweeted something like we're attacking them maniacally and like what? Like she makes it seem as though she said demonizing and maniacally attacking Cori Bush and AOC. That's ridiculous. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of. The People's Party, Movement for People's Party, Nick Brana, also Paula Jean Swearingen. She also just left the Democrat Party, and she officially joined Movement for a People's Party. She joined Nick Brana, Movement for a People's Party, and I believe the Green Party was there. They had some representation there as well. And a Status Quo, shout out to Jordan Sheridan with Status Quo. He was there. And some other people were there too, so shout out to everybody who was there, but they showed up to the Bronx to protest outside of AOC's office. And they shared really powerful stories, really personal, powerful stories about why they were there, why they support Medicare for All, and why AOC was dead wrong on this issue, and why the rest of the squad members and the rest of our so-called progressive leaders in office, why they're wrong, and why they should have showed up, why they should have promoted this, why they should have acknowledged this. They haven't even acknowledged this publicly. We got shirts and everything. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And then we got people that are actually defending their silence. It's really sad to see, folks. It is really sad to see, but the line in the sand is really evident. And I'm seeing a lot of folks who are on the opposite side of the line in the sand. They're not calling out their politicians. They're not holding them accountable. I love Bernie Sanders. I'll be the first one to tell you Bernie Sanders is the first one that got me into politics. If it wasn't for Bernie Sanders, I would not be here today talking to you like this. Maybe I would, but for me, he was the one that got me here. Tulsi Gabbard kind of kept me going. She kind of made me a lot more non-interventionist and pro-peace. I've always been pro-peace, but she really was the representation of that for me, because Bernie Sanders wasn't really preaching a non-interventionist message as much as Tulsi Gabbard was, and she was a veteran, and it's Tulsi Gabbard. I had my disagreements with her too, but like I said, my point to all that is that I love these politicians for what they've done for me as far as getting me motivated. I don't love all of their decisions, and I don't love what they've become, but I love what they did for me in that instance, but just because I love them for that does not mean that I won't call them out. That doesn't mean that I won't hold them accountable and make them aware of their bullcrap, because I absolutely will do that. It's my belief that we have to hold the people that we love the most, we have to hold them accountable the most. Somebody made the analogy that, you don't criticize, you're playing a game, you don't criticize the other team, you criticize your own team so you can become better and do better and perform better and get your goals accomplished. What is there to gain by criticizing the other team? No. You analyze the other team, their weaknesses, and what you need to do to overcome them, but you criticize your own team so you can get better, so you can figure out what you can do better, what you need to do going forward. That's progressivism, that's progress. And some people are really attacking people like me and other people on Twitter and other activists. Like, we're really attacking these people and doing devious stuff, like going after their families or just stupid stuff. It's like, come on, that's not that deep. We're just holding them accountable, which is something we all should be doing as quote unquote leftists. But all right, as anybody, you can be on the right. You need to still hold your politicians accountable, especially on the right. I see so many Trump supporters that absolutely refuse to hold Trump accountable for anything that he does. And it's sad, I don't like Trump. I didn't vote for Trump, but I can give him credit where credit's due on the First Step Act and things that he did, exonerating Jack Johnson after he's already dead, but whatever, a few things he did were good, and a lot more people than you think would acknowledge that and would say that they like Trump because of what he did. I don't think it was perfect, and like I said, I don't like him, but I'll criticize him just like I'll criticize Bernie Sanders the exact same way. So I know I kind of went on a little rant there, but but that is going to wrap it up for this video. I want to give you guys a brief overview of what I witnessed at the march. There wasn't anything special. You guys can see for yourselves some of the segments that I got on film or on my phone that I posted to the channel. I don't think there's anything more. There is one thing. Oh yeah, shout out to my sister too. My sister showed up to the protest, to the rally, to the march, and she brought her friend with her, and they marched with us. So that was great to see. But there was a lady there. And I forget what organization she was with, but she was there with somebody else, and they were passing out newspapers or flyers or whatever. And it was almost like she was pushing. She came up to me, and one of the first things that she said was, marches really don't work. We don't really need to be marching right now. We need to be fighting every day, which I agree with the last part, but the first part kind of threw me off. And then she went on to say that we need to fight for affordable health care. Now, my subscribers, my supporters, everyone out there in progressive lefty YouTube land, let me know, does that sound like an infiltrator? Does it sound like somebody infiltrated the march and was trying to actively work against the march? Because that's what it seemed like she was doing. I was like, so you're pushing for expansion of Obamacare, or just, she was like, no, expansion of Medicare. I'm like, no, Medicare for all. That's why we're here. Medicare for all, not affordable health care, not affordable. It's Medicare for all. Sick help. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. So maybe it was just me overthinking it. Let me know in the comment section down below. But it kind of seemed like an infiltration. I was really thrown off by that. And then she was like, marches don't work. We shouldn't be marching. I was like, why are you talking mess about the march that we're at right now, currently? I didn't get that. So leave me your thoughts in the comment section below, folks, of what you thought of that. Like I said, love, peace, and light, folks. Like this video, share, comment, and subscribe. Again, show support. We can so we can do something with this YouTube algorithm. And I think that was it. You can find my videos on the marches, like I said, down below. All my information will be down below. And until next time. Oh yeah, shout out Sabby Sabs. Shout out Afeni. Shout out Fred Hampton Leftist. Shout out Jimmy Dore. Shout out Jackson Hinkle. Shout out Ron Placone. Did I say that right? Yeah, Ron Placone. I keep doing that wrong. Ron Placone. There you go. Shout out him. Shout out Graham Elwood. Shout out Jordan Sheridan, Status Quo. I believe in even Nomiki Kans. Everyone who shows support for Medicare for All and the Medicare for All marches. Shout out to you guys. You guys are the real MVPs. Until next time, I'll catch you guys on the next video. And I'm out.